If you're sending me 1 million widgets a year and I say, right, I'm going to put 40% tariff on those widgets, people go, oh man, I'm not buying those widgets, right? We've been talking about Dorito corn chips, right? They're going from $4 to $8. I'm outraged. I'm not buying Doritos anymore, right? And I've stopped buying them, right? That's what happens.
Start a principle.
Yeah. But China says, oh man, we're not selling as many Doritos.
Yeah.
What do we do? Well, we have to find someone else to buy the Doritos. We have to buy the Doritos ourselves. We have to try and lower the price of the Doritos, or we have to sack everybody because no one's buying Doritos, right? China runs a trade surplus because it saves more than it invests domestically, which means it produces more than it consumes and invests in export surplus. Sorry, folks, long story. What I'm simply saying there is China creates excess production, right? We need 20 million cars. Okay, let's build a factory that sells 60 million. And it's like, okay, but we only need 20. It's like, yeah, but we're going to export the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's what's going on, right?
And
it's doing that across the board, everywhere. Steel, aluminium, bloody gallium, cars, iPhones, everything is basically produced out of China.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so goddamn cheap.
And it's produced more than the global consumption needs.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's the issue? Force China to raise its extremely low level of consumption, meaning importing more goods. Okay? You guys have got capacity for 40 million cars. You sell 25, but you could probably sell an extra 10 a year locally if you raise wages and let people consume more. But as I've said before, Xi doesn't want to do that, right? He thinks that's decadence. Okay, fine. Now we're going to force you to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Okay. And how do you think the Chinese people will...
Well, we'll get to that, but China has basically responded by going, right, 34% tariffs on you.
Some
because
tariffs back.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. That one there's just the numbers. Don't need to linger long on it. Just showing who the US has a deficit and a surplus with. You will note down the bottom that we have a deficit with the states, right? And that's why a lot of economists here are complaining, going, dude, you sell more of it stuff to us than we do to you. Why are we being tariffed, right? But as Trump said, friend and foes alike.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And maybe it's because of the relationship with China as well, trying to...
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Australia's going to be in a bit of a difficult position.